Morning folks, too warm for painting in acrylics or watercolour. It's very nice. We're really enjoying this hot spell or warm spell. Expect the temperature to go up to about 30, which was pretty good. So I'll be cooking outside. I'm loving it. Right, so I've just sort of done a rough beach scene inspired or memory from Bude. It's just an exercise. I'll just give it a title. I do that with most of my things. Give it a title. It's always probably the title. Finding a title that I haven't used before is as difficult as the painting. But anyway, I'm going to crack on. I've got some. Well, I did have some linseed in my little tray, and it's sort of vanished. Well, that's amazing. Where's that gone? Oh yeah. Well, I've got lots of lids for my beer mix. My beer. Hello, there's a wasp. There's a wasp. I bet there's a wasp under my eaves. I've got loads of photographs. I'll try and let him out. I've got rid of 2 or 3 nests. It can be quite painful. I'll just see if there are any more. Otherwise I'll have to swat it. They leave an amazing hive stuck to the wall in the eaves. That's where I've got a lot of paintings stored. We won't worry about him. Bit of linseed oil, not too much because I usually knock the tray out. He's trying to get under that. So what I've done in the past, I've gone in with a long stick. I've poked and prodded the nest, and then I've shut the door quickly, waited a few minutes to sort of be the wasps to settle down. Then I go in with a spray of wasp killer, and usually I get stung about 3 or 4 times for my trouble. But he's still there. They're still trying to get in. Come on, go out the window. Oh, a nice cool breeze. Right, okay, so what we've got is ultramarine, cadmium red, vermilion, Payne's grey, which isn't a colour, I say this every time, it's a neutral. We've got some, let's get some more yellow on there. We don't need a lot for this, but might be some on the cliffs there. We're going to have sort of a tide coming in and washing around this, so we need to just modify. That's better, so we can put some water behind the rocks here. It's Whitecliff Bay, I think, or is it Bude, where you've got all these angular rocks all sort of lined up against one another. I remember doing an oil painting of them years and years ago when I was just starting. It wasn't a very good thing, but I gave it to my mum. She didn't complain. Right, okay, let's just put a little bit of dryer. A little bit, because it's expensive liquid. Well, all paints and materials are expensive, aren't they? I'm using an A4 size piece of oil paper, which, for those that still don't know, if they haven't gone on, we've got this oil paper pad from the range. It's superb stuff. This is A3. I just cut it in half to make a small one. It's too warm to do much else. 15 sheets. Each sheet is backed with a fine a fine membrane, a plastic membrane, to stop the oil going right the way through into the back. Especially if this was stuck onto, it was mounted behind a frame. That's the idea of it. But it's a lovely paper. but acid free. It's got a fine grain on it. It's not canvas. I would use canvas if Hobbycraft had some at the sizes I want, which are A4, no A5, no A3. A3 is the large one, isn't it? I always forget which way to go. A3, A4, but the A3 is a 16 by 12 basically, and you can cut that in this sort of size, so you can do small ones as well. Right, enough from me. Right, are we ready? Let's get a bit of a sky in. Let's get a bit of red. So just get some paint on here. I want to get a sort of a sky similar to what I did the other day with the moor. Come down here with a bit of white in there, I think. A bit stormy at sea. Put a load of oil on there. So as fast as I put it on, it's drying, which is good because it only takes a day or so to thoroughly dry. Right, okay, that's a bit. Let's get a piece of toweling. I've got loads of toweling now. I put out an SOS for it and it came thick and fast. Saves throwing away or putting in a cupboard and locked. Has that wasp gone? Ah, it might have gone. And this is waiting to launch himself onto my exposed arm. Right, so let's get a bit of light. I'm going to scrape off that drying. Where's my knife? Scrape off that bit of yellow ochre. It's dried overnight because I left it out. I should put it in my stay wet palette. I'll put that there and squeeze out a bit more. I think I've got another tube of. Yes, I have. I've got another tube of this. I'll probably add. Yeah, I'll probably put out a bit of burnt sienna, my favourite colour, or I could use light red. Light red. I haven't used that for a while. Yeah, let's use light red. Simple. So when you mix it with white, it goes sort of pink. It's a lovely, beautiful colour. Right, squeeze the bottom, so get all the paint at the top of the tube. Right, okay. Put a bit of red in that. No, we're using the vermilion, a bit of white, a bit of Payne's grey. Right, so that's a start. So let's get some lighter greys in here. Oh, it's good. Oh, just working it all over the sky, working the paint all over over what's going to be the sky, but I want a nice lighter bit. Right, we can go back to that. I want to get a bit of light in here. Can't get away from the sky. Right, okay, that'll do for a moment. Let they dry. Let's get into these cliffs now. I'll use this brush. Let's have a bit of that, a little bit of that red. Let's see what happens. I'll go over that with a bit of yellow. Right, let's just lighten all that. Ooh, a bit more yellow ochre to there. Sun catching there, bit of Payne's grey. Just model that. Okay, that's just roughly done. Oh, here we go. Let's. Look, just put some strokes on the cliff, and that just gives us an idea that there is something going on. Right, okay, that'll do. Right, let's put a horizon in, so that would be quite light, I think. Right, that's just about okay. Oh, we've got a rock in there somewhere. Right, so I've got a contrast problem here. So we lighten that to C, I think. Small pictures take just as much time as bigger sheets. Right, then we need those colours that I've got in the cliff. A bit of light. Right, well, there's all cliffs. Oh, lucky stuff. Right, let's get some. Gone to the side of my easel now, or my box easel. Got to put some texture in here. If I use the word detail, just tell me off. Where yellow ochre comes in very handy. put a bit of light, a bit of white in it, and you can just get that. We've been to Cornwall many times, Watergate Bay mainly, Perranporth occasionally. We would take a trailer tent with us, well, trailer, folding camper, lovely. And we would often be down in the beach, and then into the Phoenix pub. Now, as this takes more paint, you can drag over it. That's not right. Oh, not good enough there. Oh, I just changed that. Going into the sand. Alright, okay, we can model that a bit better. Let's just get some I will put a bit of shadow colour in here. Just a waggle with a brush. Bit of shadow. Now we want a bit of I'm just making this up. It's probably easier than just copying a photograph, really. Just got a bit of that coming up here. Coming up from nowhere, look. Alright, okay. Now we want some, we've got a bit of those three colours. Just scumble over. So the paint's drying on the palette. let's get a bit of red, a bit of blue, and more red, a bit more white. The reason is some of these cliffs on Cornwall have got some lovely different colours in the shale or the scree, because there's a lot of it is crumbling away, especially around Watergate Bay. We get the ochre. There I'm scumbling over. Right, now we've got just some rocks down here, so let's sort of put some in. There are caves and all sorts in Cornwall. Right, let's get a bit of a squeeze in there. We could put another rock in here. Let's go over there, wet it a bit. Well, don't know what to make of that. I'm going to go back onto the sky, see if I can make some headway there. I'm just using up that paint. Look, it's got a nice. Those lovely colours. Right, let's get some light in there. It's quite stiff, this paint now. Sun's coming from somewhere. Okay, well that's as dramatic as I think I can get. Let's just get a bit of green. Right, so we've got our yellow in the cliff there. Let's get a nice colour there. Now then, when my fingers have come back, I'm gripping that brush. I'm going to put in some bit of white spirit in the cap. Well, you can just do that and just unscrew the lid, and I've got more than enough. Okay, so now at this point, look at this. My friend Sharon sent me 3 of these, 2 tiny ones and 1 larger one. Absolutely wonderful. Right, clean brush in the mix, and we'll have a couple of slightly off-white ones. No, that's not very good. Oops, and then let me be linseed on the floor. That'll do. So we need, we probably put a little white running for home. Right, I'm not going to do any more to that. That's enough, I think. Put the lid back on the white spirit. Put it back on one of my tables. Get rid of the marl stick and take all this down. And I'll put it in a mount. And that's going to be it for today. I'll put that in the box to keep a bit wet. Right, okay, now just move that over there in the middle and put a mount on it. Oh, my mounts are getting a little bit worn out now. Well, there we are, a bit of a toner there. Isn't white. Right, that'll do. Right, it's obvious that they're rocks. They're more realistic colour than I usually do. There we go. See need a bit of white around here. Where's me cloth? Ah. Oh. Can you see my bit of toweling? Come on, own up. Well, I don't know where that's gone. Oh, yes, I did, down by my shoe. was I thinking of? Oh yes. I'm listening to the talk radio. I do a lot of talk radio. And someone from my town has just phoned in. All right, let's just. All right, well that'll do. Let's just put a bit of shadow in. Ooh, come on. Right, that'll do. Can't do any more than that. I don't like that bird though. I think I'll scrape all this paint off and start again. Oh, well, we don't need to do much to that, do we? Just wanted to just make that a little bit bigger. Right, that'll do. Similar to what I did yesterday. Right, now I've got to clean up. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. I'll just leave you for a few seconds to look at that. Just push it over a little bit. Almost an eagle. I wouldn't say it was an albatross because they're more white, aren't they? But anyway, somebody will like it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.